otakus, and welcome back to my channel. We are back for yet again some more Pokemon Creepypastas. I know it's been, I think, a little over 2 years um, since I have made videos about this. A lot has been going on, and I think to just keep it brief, um, life is kind of getting worse, and I'm working such a long-hour job. So life is kind of crazy right now. And my mental health has not been the greatest, so I haven't been motivated to do anything. But since I'm now kind of in the mood for it, and don't really have anything else to do right now aside procrastinate writing, I thought we would do some more Pokemon creepypastas because, well, I have a shit ton, and I thought it'd be better just to kind of make as much videos as I can. That way I can still post and keep you guys updated with things, and that way you have videos out because, until the moment I get more Pokemon cards and all that good stuff and figure out how to record with OBS and my Switch so I can start playing games again and, all that good stuff. But until life becomes not shitty, that's going to be a while. So yes, we're back for some more Pokemon creepypastas. I thought I would do a new way of recording it because my phone has been kind of shitty and glitchy lately with recording, so it usually kind of cuts out and bugs, and I don't want to do that. So I thought it would be better if you guys wanted to read along with me about what I'm reading about. This one is very short, but I'm going to try to read it as slow as possible. And hopefully this will be at least a little more than 5 minutes long. So yeah, I apologize for the shit you see on the sides. I can't really edit it in that way unless I can edit it in CapCut, but we'll see. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Today we'll be reading about Duskull and Dusclops. In Hoenn, there is no Pokemon Tower, no organized resting place for the bodies, graves, and ghosts of the deceased. There is Mount Pyre, an entire mountain that serves as one massive, chaotic gravesite for the region. It's tempting to go there, test your wits, and see if you can get through it. By all means, go and take the risk. But there's one word of warning. If you see a skull floating in the air or resting on the ground, turn away from it and flee as quietly as you can. Don't let it see you, and don't let it hear you. Duskulls are everywhere, and if you look into the sockets of its skull, you'll see its red eyes. It's casting hypnosis. Try not to fall asleep. If you do fall asleep, try and wake yourself up as quickly as possible. You'll be able to feel it, the darkness that surrounds a Duskull, taking shape and wrapping around you. Try to wake yourself up fast. You only might be wrapped up to the knees. That's okay. You can live without lower legs. If you sleep through this, there's no hope. If it hasn't wrapped you up in its arms, you can move them. Reach up to your face. The skull will have attached itself there. Pull it off. Really pull at it. They're really stubborn. If it won't come off, and you still have use of your arms, grab a rock and smash the skull off your head. Use a lot of force. It's going to hurt, but it will save you if it works. If your arms become tangled up in the black bandages, you might as well smash your head onto the rocks. Try to crack the skull off the outside of your face. If you do get it off, and you still have some ability to move, leave as fast as you can and go to the hospital. Your limbs may be useless, but at least you got away. If you can't get it off, the Duskull will wrap you in its bandages entirely. They wrap around your chest all too tightly and restrict your breathing. They wrap around your neck and choke you. They even wrap around your head and around the skull on top of your head, covering your mouth and nose. It has control now. There's no point in struggling anymore. Don't worry, you won't die. No, you won't ever die. You'll be strangled by the bandages as they press down on your chest and tighten at your neck. The new Dusclops simply uses your body as its own physical form. Helping a Pokemon to evolve is a noble thing to do after all, so maybe it's not all bad. With the airflow to your brain restricted, you'll start to lose brain functionality anyways. Eventually, you won't even remember that you're human. That's honestly like such a creepy concept for most Pokemon. Like I know a lot of Pokemon come with like their twisted like backgrounds, like with Dusclops and like Duskull or Dusknoir, that they're just like an endless void. And like with Cacturn, like if you find it in the forest, then you're pretty much fucked because they like strangle you and stab you with its pointy things because it's a cactus. And then it's like I think, do they drain your soul or something like that, or drain like the bodily fluids, or like Gorybus, where like it'll stick its fucking nose into you and drain you of your bodily fluids, or Baynet is an abandoned Pokédoll and tries to find the child who abandoned it for revenge. Like all that kind of stuff. Like within each and every Pokemon, I'm sure there's some kind of deep lore ass shit like that. And it's super creepy to like even begin to think about it. And also the reason I wanted to do these is because I came up with a concept of a new story. I was looking at this post on Instagram. I was looking at this post on Instagram that I don't know how I managed to come up with it, but I did. And it's like it's like mutated like Pokemon. It kind of reminds me of SCPs. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make an SCP Foundation story, but instead of it being like, oh, SCP 097 or whatever the fuck SCP, whatever, it would be Pokemon. So I'd use the Pokemon number to have them be like, oh, SCP-355, which is Duskull, or SCP-25, which is Pikachu, I'd have to come up with a whole article of, like, oh, what they do, how the Pokemon became generally mutated and all that stuff, and I had to add, like, characters and all that good stuff, but it sounds like a very good concept, and I genuinely do want to do a story about it, but I suddenly just came up with the idea, and wanted to do something about it, and now I'm kind of just in the mood to read Pokemon, since I'm also trying to figure out how to write and finish my Pokemon story. So yeah, we're at 8 minutes right now. I think that's okay to end it off. But yeah, no, I genuinely do enjoy reading about Pokemon creepypastas. It's one of my favorite things alongside Pokemon like conspiracy theories. Like I love fucking hearing about it more than anything. But yeah, let me know what you think down below, and if you have any other Pokemon creepypastas, feel free to leave them in the comments. I love you guys, and everything's down in the description, and I'll see you later.